All right, so I think I'm recording. Let's take a look at this mixture problem. We're looking at our review, semester review of college algebra. Um, a radiator is a fixed size container. So let's draw a picture of this radiator. It holds 6 quarts of fluid. Let's write the 6 quarts here below. I guess it doesn't matter where we write it. The current mixture is 50% antifreeze. So this radiator has an opening here that's a drain, and we can drain out some of this liquid, and we're going to remove some of this liquid, and the liquid that we remove is not going to mysteriously change concentration. The liquid that we remove is 50%. We just don't know how much liquid we're going to remove, so we're going to call it X quarts. And so now this fixed size radiator of 6 quarts is not containing 6 quarts of fluid. It's 6 minus X quarts. But we're going to fill it back up to the rim. We're going to fill it back up to a total of 6 quarts by replacing the liquid that we drained with water. Now water doesn't have any antifreeze in it. So water, the measure of antifreeze is 0%. If we drained out X quarts, we want to replace the X quarts with X quarts of water. So that water is going to dilute this solution. When we add water, it's not going to be as strong as it was. It's back up to 6 quarts, but the concentration now with the water, it diluted it, and it's telling us that it diluted it all the way to 35%. So this picture helps me create an equation and create a model that will help me answer this question of how much liquid do we drain out, and that'll be the same amount of water that we replace it with. So I'm going to multiply the volume times the percentage. I'll change the percentage to a decimal. I guess I don't have to do that, but just out of habit, and it's probably a good habit to change 50% to 0.50. Then subtract because I'm draining. That's why I use subtraction, is because we're draining that fluid, and I have X times 0.5, which typically we write that as 0.5x, but that doesn't matter. And now 0 times, or X times 0, well, when you multiply by 0, you just get 0. And over here I have the 6 quarts times this 0.35. So I have one equation and one unknown. I want to solve for this X. So if I have, well, I know what 6 times 0.5 is. 0.5 is half, and half of 6 is 3. Minus 0.5x is equal to, I don't know off the top of my head what 6 times 0.35 is. 2.1. Okay. So let's subtract 3 from each side. So we've got negative 0.5x. When I subtract 3, I'll have a negative 0.9. Because 2.1 minus 3 is a negative 0.9. If I divide by a negative 0.5, negative divided by negative is positive, and I'm going to get 1.8, I believe. If I have 0.9 divided by 0.5, I'm going to get 1.8, yes. The 1.8 represented quarts. That's how much we have to drain out of that radiator and replace it with 1.8 quarts of water in order to dilute this 50% antifreeze to a 35% antifreeze. So I hope that helps.